They teach you how to set up your LinkedIn profile, how to reach out appropriately to recruiters and hiring managers, and how to use video tools like BombBomb to get noticed.
It has tremendously helped me in my career search.
It has exposed me to a lot of different networking events where I've been able to develop meaningful relationships with lots of different professionals.
I'm so thankful to Who You Know for sharing all their wisdom and tips on getting a job.
It was a really great summit. It was a full 2 hours that I learned more about LinkedIn in those 2 hours than I think I ever thought I could learn.
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have had the opportunities that I have right now. Over the past month, I've seen a dramatic increase in the number of connections to my LinkedIn profile.
Another thing that the Who You Know team has done is they gave me access to their list of contacts, and I'm really grateful for that.
Going through the summit that Trevor and Mark put together, it actually added to that tool set. And so I was able to take the tools that they were talking about and then incorporate it into what I was already doing to elevate how I was connecting with potential opportunities.
Hey, welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important,
but who y'all know.
Who you know can make all the difference in your job search.
And it will.
Hey, so super excited today. We got Michael freaking Goldberg in the house. What's up, Michael?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. It's
Hey.
been like, 4 or 5 months since we've all seen each other? I think it was at the Star.
Yeah.
It's literally the last time.
Man, I'm going to tell you, I missed the Star.
I bet you do.
I miss Cowboys Nation.
I was over there last weekend.
Can you go up there? Is the club open?
Yeah.
No, not that one. I was talking
The
about.
club is open, but it's limited hours and there's a lot of restrictions. They actually had some players, I think, come down with COVID-19. So there were I think some people from the club that had a couple cases too. So we haven't been back. I have not been back at least since.
Yeah, I haven't been back either.
Started.
I need to call them up and be like, look.
Hopefully we can do it again in December. That was a big fun event. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you were there for the Christmas party.
I was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, so every year we have a recruiter Christmas party for the Who You Know show, and we bring all the people that have helped and supported us. Michael, thank you for being there. It was awesome.
Absolutely.
A lot of fun, and we do kind of like a white elephant gift, and that was fun. The good stuff.
That was fun.
Didn't you end up with the white elephant last year?
But I had, I contributed gifts.
Last year it was, you know what? We did something different last year. So we did our summit meeting, and then we brought the job seekers upstairs.
We brought them upstairs
as a surprise.
Right.
And
have them network with us.
You have to network with our network of recruiters.
Right.
And then we had the network of recruiters give out gifts to the job seekers.
Correct.
So the job seekers are like super surprised, and they walk upstairs and they get this big party thrown for them. It was pretty cool. That was fun.
Yeah.
awesome.
As a matter of fact, a lot of people have said that they had a great time and they're looking forward to this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
praying.
Michael,
Hey,
you're
start playing.
definitely on the list. Yep.
Yeah.
Pray.
Yeah, let us know, guys, in the chat if you want to be on that list to the Cowboys Christmas Who You Know party. Yeah, that's going to be off the hook. 2020.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe 2021.
Right. I didn't want to say that, but
Yeah, it might be
all right.
2021.
Let's not
Wow.
put the jinx on it.
This ain't working, y'all. Is that better? Okay.
Yeah, there
That
you
is a
go.
lot
Yeah.
better.
Okay. Now I can drink my
Who we
Coke.
got online? Let's
Let's go to the audience.
comments.
Let's see who we got here. Let's see.
Lisa Lowry with us.
Oh, of course. Lisa
Oh,
Lowry,
Lisa.
what's
Hey,
up?
Lisa.
Sharon
Lisa.
Luckage.
Hello, Sharon.
Oh, we got Pete Hernandez. What's up, Pete?
Hey, Pete. Clay
And
Cunningham. Clayton Cunningham.
MRQ is our hype lady. She's our Flavor Flav.
Meg Rose. Hey, Meg
She wear the
Rose.
clocks.
I gotta
Mike
get her a clock.
Materian.
Meg Rose, we're gonna get you a clock.
Mike Materian. Hey, Mike.
Mike.
See you there.
Hello, Mike.
We got Dolores. We got Gary. We got
Ellen O'Brien.
Man. Hey, you know what? On that note about Pete Hernandez, big special shout out to Pete because he was the first one that alarmed me about LinkedIn Live, so that we got on the beta early. Right?
We were way.
So
early.
he was like, "They got it. You need it," and I was like,
Nice.
"I'm on it." So
Hey,
big shout out to
Lauren
Pete.
Hewlin, we saw you yesterday.
Hey guys, a couple of things. As you're tuning in, I want to know what you're searching for. So put a hashtag and then put, project management, QA, accounting and finance, IT, whatever it is that you do, go ahead and put that in. If you're a resource and you're here to help and support, like maybe you got some positions and you're hiring for it, or maybe you're a career coach, we want to hear from you too.
Right.
So go ahead and put hashtag now hiring. And we always want to see if we can grow this thing. So if there's anybody that comes to top of mind that you think could benefit from watching the show, tag them. Just tag them. Tag them in the comments. So we'd appreciate that.
Tag them.
Tag them. Can we even hear Mark with that mask on?
Tell us if you can hear me with this mask on. I'm one of those high risk individuals, so I've got to. I'm just being extra careful. My wife would probably kill me if I came home with anything. So. If it didn't, my wife would. So
your wife's gonna kill you anyway.
Hey y'all.
Hey Uni, I love you.
Mark looks like he looks like what were we saying?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Sub-Zero or Scorpion. No.
Scorpion.
Get over here.
From Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Baraka or somebody.
Baraka, yeah.
Do you play Mortal
Sorry,
Kombat?
Barack Kringle.
Do you play Mortal Kombat?
No, but I've seen it,
I'm too old to know what Mortal Kombat is.
Yeah,
I think I know what it is. It's a video game, right?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, man. Come on now.
That's it.
Michael and I are old, but Michael's got hair. So.
All right, quick question for the audience. If you ever played or if you know of Mortal Kombat, right? Who was your favorite character? Tell us in the comments. And you're like, what the heck does that have to do with
surprised.
jobs?
Who knows?
Maybe one of those people can help you get a job.
That's right.
One of the character voices.
Now, as always, don't forget, there's that little button right at the bottom of your screen there.
Mash it.
It says share. Go on and mash that button. Get that shared out to your network because you never know who in your network is also searching, may also benefit from some of the resources that we're bringing. So make sure that you share it to your networks.
100%.
Hey, Dolores Gout.
Hey, before we go too far, Foster, you got the prayer this week.
I got it, y'all. I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I want everybody to bow with me real quick. He is the only person that's got our life worked out, because y'all ever notice that we don't? Have you ever noticed that? So, Father God, we're asking for you to continue to guide us. We know you are, but we're coming to you because we're supposed to. You set it up like that, and you told us to. And so we already know that you will do your part. We got to do ours. So we're asking for that right job that you want us to be at, and then when we get there, remind us that you're there with us. So we will have multiple challenges when we get our new job opportunities, and we need you to help us get through all of those bottlenecks. And that we ask all this thing in our Savior, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Amen. All right, so we got a lot to be thankful for. We got a lot of landings, and
there was a lot of land, and we don't actually have all of them today.
No, there's a big old list.
There's a huge list,
probably can't
guys.
even get through them all.
So if we don't get to everybody, we do apologize for that. But let's go ahead and get to it. So we've got round of applause. Let's see some hands on LinkedIn for Ken Mask. Ken Mask.
Yep.
Ken, I'm putting my mask on, man.
Yeah,
I'm not going to keep it on, but I'm putting it on.
Hey, let's do it. Hey, everybody, for just a moment.
For Ken.
This is in honor of Ken Mask. For Ken Mask. Round of applause to Ken Mask.
Yep.
All right.
And he came through the network, a couple weeks ago, I think. A few weeks back. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Not sure if it's permanent full time.
Guys, think of the history that we're making right now. We're going to be talking about this, and then when we're gone later on, they're going to say, remember when our grandparents had to make them wear those masks?
Oh, yeah.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, but it's a good question. Are we going, because, a lot of the Asian countries, they wear masks every day.
All the time.
Right? Everywhere. Is this going to become the new norm? And unfortunately,
America,
I believe it's going to be.
It's
for those
very
who
possible.
choose
No.
So I did a post on this.
Not during my time.
I did a post on this, and it was about the future, the next 5 years, okay? And this was just a crazy, off-the-wall kind of like prediction, right? So here's what I'm seeing, okay? Companies are going to go remote, okay? So all of these high-rises, these big buildings and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they won't be gone, but what will end up happening is these will be turned into residential.
Multi-use
They
properties.
will convert it. Yeah, they'll convert these into apartments and condos.
So that's how the commercial
gigantic
will stay
building that
afloat,
we're in.
the commercial real estate.
And it's going to be like Tokyo, where people are living on top of each other. These are going to be super, like Dallas, the population in Dallas is going to go through the roof.
Right, but could this, like, let's say this studio, that studio, and the one next door, or maybe all the way down on this side could be one apartment?
It could be, yeah.
Right.
You know
100%.
you're right.
I was watching the news and they
Whoa.
were talking about a mall that they're converting into like living. They're converting the mall.
In the United States, or?
Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but I was watching the news and I was like, yep, here you go. It's exactly
Well,
what's
Think
happening.
about up in Minnesota, that Mall of Americas. That thing's so big. What in the world?
Grapevine Mills.
Well, here's what it will.
Grapevine Mills.
Here's what it
That's
will
a good
probably
point.
mean for
Thinking
society is that you won't leave the building, right? You live and work there. You work remotely. You live there.
Isn't there a building
what
in
that means,
Dubai that like is like that?
There
Oh,
is,
I'm sure, and
but
it
what
may
that
be
also
50
means
miles
is
up in
that
there.
the service industry, that's what's going to continue to survive and thrive, because the only businesses that will be there, like as far as the multi-use property, will be the services that people that live and work there need. So
Well,
Good
I got to
comment,
thinking about
Gary.
it. So okay, you think about it. The commercial real estate becomes residential real estate.
right.
Okay, what does that do to the residential market? What does that do to the housing market? Think about it.
That's an interesting
Oh.
question.
Think about it.
Ooh.
Because what happens is there's so many so much commercial real estate, right?
Here.
That what does that do to rental? Rental actually will drop.
Do you think the rental rates will drop?
Rental will drop
in the
because there
home-
will be
at
so much
homes.
available.
You'll be able to rent homes for cheaper.
You'd be able to rent
Greg
an
Bailey, I
apartment
like that, man.
in a big skyrise a building for less, because all of a sudden now we're going to have a higher supply.
Yeah, no, a buddy of mine, he moved out of an apartment into I don't know what the square footage of the house is, over up north, and he said he's paying $850 less in rent
Really?
for the house than for what he paid for in the apartment.
I believe that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Things are whacked right now.
It is. It's going to be flipped. Things are going to go a little wonky, but you
But
know
it's
what?
all right.
So
It's-
my prediction was
okay.
this.
It's okay.
I went way far off the deep end, and I said, you know what? Right now, Zoom's the big thing, right? So Zoom's the thing. Everybody's zooming, right? That's cool. But Zoom will, in the future, will be an app on a VR system. Okay.
Yes.
We'll be networking
Now you know
on a
you're
VR.
right.
We'll be all like this, and then we'll all be plugged into the VR. And it's going to be the Matrix.
It will
Okay.
be.
You'll get your food delivered. You won't have to leave your house.
Where are they going to plug
So
us
will
in?
it be?
The Matrix.
It doesn't matter.
And I can be.
We're gonna have Mr. Anderson.
I can be whoever I want. I can put this thing on.
Larry
I'll have my
Anderson,
own
you hear that?
avatar.
And there are some companies that are doing that to experience the workplace, and I've seen it in action. I want to say, who was it? Was it Adidas? It was somebody. It was at South by Southwest a few years ago where you wore virtual reality and you could take a tour of the offices
Okay, I think
yeah.
I heard about that.
and
I
the
wasn't
production
there, but
lines
yeah.
and really see. It was really cool
You know,
to experience.
at the end of the day, though, I just have to think, like, looking back to H1N1 and probably more relative the bird flu and SARS, which COVID actually
Wow.
is a version of
That's
SARS.
SARS, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. COVID
I got
is in
some
the
Lysol
SARS
for that.
family. We're gonna, 10 years from now, we're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, remember when? But life is gonna be back to normal. I mean,
We're going to
I
fight to
think
get
it's
back
going
there.
to
Yeah,
I
but-
hope so.
Yeah.
Guys, let's pray.
Yes.
Dear Lord, let's get us back to
Please.
normal. I don't want to be in the Matrix.
We'll be autoimmune robots.
Hey, audience, red pill or blue pill?
Yeah.
If you ever watched
That's
the
a good
Matrix,
Take the
Boy,
red
have
pill.
we
Take
digressed.
the red
yeah,
pill.
red
Yeah.
pill or blue pill? Put that in the comments. I'd like to hear from you.
Squirrel.
Digress. Yeah.
Purple squirrel.
Who else do we got landed?
Yeah.
No, okay. Oh yeah, we were going over.
Yeah, we
landing.
got 3 more landings.
Wow, this show's getting good. Okay, so round of applause for Lauren Barnes.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Lauren Barnes.
Tag Lauren Barnes.
Where'd Lauren land? What did it say?
She got an opportunity with a company that manages senior living.
Okay. Was it Golden Living? Do
properties.
you know?
No, it's they're out east.
Oh.
They manage them a bunch out east, and she's doing project management, communications, marketing for the company. She's doing it's not permanent full time right now, but you know how those things go. I guess the lady that hired her loved her and brought
Yeah.
her on, and has just been
You never know where it
I
goes.
understand.
really excited about having her work there. So
These comments are cracking me up,
These
man.
comments
Everybody-
are good,
Everybody's
aren't they?
taking the red
Everybody's
pill.
into
Oh,
it.
Good.
Everybody's like red pill, red pill.
They're
pill.
listening to me. Why wouldn't you take the red pill?
Yeah, that's
Van
what I'm talking
Elton, you
about.
took the red pill,
Hey.
brother.
you got Joelle Fry said down the rabbit hole all the way.
Yeah, that's all
I
good.
just don't want to
Wells
wake up
comment.
in a pod of water
Carrie Knowles
gush
has a red pill.
Yeah.
and have those plugs in me.
Oh, in the plugs.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want that.
What was your favorite Matrix movie? Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
one?
That's a good question.
Though 3, I always kind of blew it off because I heard it was awful.
3 was kind of.
But I watched it and I actually enjoyed it better than 2. But
1
2
was good because it was a new idea.
Yeah, it was so new. Yeah.
All right, we're still going down that
Yeah,
rabbit
all
hole.
right, next.
Follow the white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit.
This will be the squirrel show.
That's right.
Squirrel show.
Purple
All right,
squirrel show.
another round of applause for Heather Hawk. Woo!
Heather Hawk.
Yay!
All right, Heather. HR in the house.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying 1. Everybody likes the first movie.
Everybody liked the first movie.
Everybody likes the first movie.
I understand.
They're listening
y'all.
to Goldberg,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate the audience.
Fanny Dunnigan is with us. Hello,
Hello,
Fanny.
Fanny.
Now we're still trying to get Fanny to name that show, right?
I told her. Everybody
Everybody
loves
loves
Fanny.
Fanny.
No, it
That's
should
her
be
name.
because she was sitting behind. Did you see the post where she was sitting behind the plants? And Fanny, I say there's all the love in the world.
Joel
Between
Fry said the
two
first show.
fannies.
Really?
Between two fannies. Done.
Wow.
Done. Fanny Dunnigan, done. You're welcome.
Fanny, you know I'm gonna call you on that one after the show's over with. That's too funny.
I can just see Fanny. I can just see your face right now. Just
She's
shaking
laughing.
Your head,
No, she's laughing.
She's like, I
She's
got
laughing.
children, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah.
All right, and
Who else?
we got one more here. Round of applause for Kim Banks.
Kimberly
Kimberly
Banks.
Yay.
That's what I'm talking about.
DXC, right? Kimberly, I think
Is
it
that
is.
DXC? Yeah.
I think it's DXC, yeah.
All right, so Mark,
All right.
you got the tip of the week, brother. What you got for us
Oh
today?
man, I got a good tip. All right, so we talk about networking. The show, obviously, who you know, right? It's about
Oh,
not
man,
as
I'm
much
sorry,
about what
man.
you know, more so who you know. And a lot of people have come through our summit, right? Which is an opportunity to get introduced to Trevor and I's network. Over 20,000 connections
That's
available
a
through
lot
that.
of connections.
Yeah. And I will tell you that a lot of people, they don't know, I guess, number one, how to have the conversation, like the informational interview. But I think also probably more important than that is we don't know how to ask for referrals, right? And
That's a good point.
so number one is just to be bold, but even more so to get referrals, what do you have to do, right? What do you have to do to get? Give, right? So tip of the week is go out of your way when you have an informational interview or you've had a referral into somebody. Go out of your way to find a referral for them and just make it.
Pay
Right?
it forward.
Pay it forward. Just
Pay
make
it
that
forward.
referral. Somebody who would be valuable to them. Give them a referral out of the blue, right? Maybe let them know, right, before you do that. Hey, I'm going to refer you. I'm going to connect you guys.
Well, you're talking about
and
building
make
a
that-
relationship.
That's right. Make
Ooh.
that extra effort because by you giving a referral, it's almost like they owe you, right? That's not why you're doing it necessarily, but give to get, and I think that you guys will find some reward in that.
100%.
And I would also add on to that, Mark, and that's
Fanny
a great
says
tip.
no to your idea. Heck no.
Fanny
didn't-
Dunnigan,
she
you
didn't
look at
say
me
heck
and you
no,
look
she
at me
just said
right
no.
now. No. Turn me down? Come on, man. We're tight. We're tight.
He's still got hair. He's my age, but
All
he's
the
still
love.
got hair.
So, but I was going to say, that's a great tip. I would also, you kind of mentioned, don't expect anything. Don't go in with any expectation you're going to walk out with 1,000 referrals.
Right.
Be okay with that. Some people aren't sharers. And I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
true.
you just move on. You keep going. Don't let that stop you down.
You know
Right.
what? On that point, this is super important, okay? We need one referral from everybody in the audience. We got 117 people online with us right now. One referral. Think who would benefit from watching this and tag them right now. Do it. I'm asking you.
Do
it.
Whether
I wanna
they're watching
double
or
the
not.
audience size right now. I want to double it.
You're
And
at 114, so you got to get to
for
228.
those of you that don't know how to tag, type in @ and then their name, and it should pop up if you're connected to them on LinkedIn.
Well,
Yeah.
what about the share button? Share it, and when you share it, tag the people when you share it.
And sometimes you got to give people ideas
Yeah.
of who to refer. Like sometimes if you just say, "Who do you know?" and they're like, you
Puts
put them on the spot, right?
Yeah, they put 'em on
You're
the
like,
spot.
So here, I'm gonna give you guys some ideas, okay? You could tag a recruiter. You could tag a career coach. You could tag a job seeker. I mean, I'm sure we probably know a job seeker right now because there's a lot of them in the market because of COVID.
Yep.
Think about it, guys. Anybody, maybe it's just somebody you want to see on the show. Maybe it's an influencer or somebody who's making
Now there's an
making an
idea.
impact or actually causing change
people
and
like
helping.
Dolores Gout, she is a huge impactor, and she's a a job seeker. Just a regular. Well, you're kind of a regular old person, Dolores.
Here they come. Here they come. Art
Tag
Pinion,
'em.
what's up? So
Tag
I'm going
'em.
to give some shout outs to these people. So Lori Akin, we got Art Pinion, we got Amara B, we got Megan Holcomb, we
Van
got
Elting.
Vanessa Wheelis, we got Wesley Richards, we got Jolanta Jilikawaska. I can't
Lord.
say
Oh
that.
no.
Hey, Wesley.
Lawrence Smith. We got Robin G. Jonathan Forgione. Stephen King.
Joel
Stephen King.
Fry.
We got Stephen King. Leroy Franklin. Juwon Kim. One of my peeps.
Stephen with a V or a PH?
Juwon Kim. One of my peeps.
Oh, that's one of your peeps.
One of my Korean peeps.
Yeah.
Matthew Frankie, we got Colby Charles, we got Dolores is a rock star. I like that.
That's
Susan.
Josh
Oh, yeah,
Wickerath,
that's
I hope
awesome.
you're doing better, brother. I know that you
Oh, Jerry Jones.
he did
Oh yeah,
twice.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Let's
Jerry
tag
Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Come on, can we all get a shout out to Jerry Jones? Y'all just saying.
Which Jerry Jones?
David
Joshua,
Smith.
they got
The
my
Jerry
attention
Jones?
off
Jerry
you, man.
Jones.
There's only one Jerry Jones.
Another idea is a family member, right? Maybe
Yeah.
you've got a family
Mandy
member
Zach.
who is not here in the DFW area, wherever you're watching, maybe isn't local, maybe they're somewhere across the country, but they've
There
been
you
affected
go.
by the pandemic. Maybe they're laid off or furloughed. This show is international, guys.
Angie
we
Taylor,
can get them in, get them into the network.
Hannah Chang, Dolores
give them
Gout,
the
I like
Van,
that name, Hannah.
Kathy.
Hannah
Guys.
Williams, are you listening?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that because here's what happens. Now that you've tagged them in the comments, right? Whenever they get that notification, they may not get it right this second, okay? So they may not watch this live. But what will happen is they'll get a notification on LinkedIn. They'll click on that notification. It's going to take them right back here, and they're going to see that now we're shouting them out. And they're going to go, wait a minute. Oh, I just got a shout out on some random show, and you were the one that got them shouted out. So, good for you.
Yeah, the cops show up there. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, I gotta point this comment out. Penny, we love you. You've been part of the network.
What did Penny
What
say?
did Penny
Penny,
say?
did you tag yourself?
She did.
I think Penny, you tagged yourself.
Penny Sprague. Come
I
on
love
now.
it.
I
I
know
love
Penny
it.
Sprague. Come
we
on,
love
Penny.
you, Penny.
I just got off the phone with Penny when I was coming in the building.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi,
so,
Penny.
So we're still digressing. This
Yes,
is the
oh,
best.
yeah.
This, I love
This
this.
is
show
fun.
is
This
yeah,
is called
This
Freeform.
is
off the rails.
It's all good.
It's
It's
off the rails.
Off the
Yeah.
rails.
Who
All
else
right.
has found a job? Anybody else, or is that it?
Though that was our list for today. I'm sure there are more people. Guys, if you land, make sure you send in your story to whoyouknowshow@gmail.com. We'd love to give you a shout out and celebrate with you here on the show. Let's talk about some events. So I know you have some stuff going on, right, Michael?
I do. I
you
do.
got
But
going
let's give everybody the other props first.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, the summit, right? We got the Who You Know Summit.
Monday.
So you can go to our website, guys. Go check that out. On the events section, we've got the Who You Know Summit. That's every Monday from 1 to 3. And then we also have the Job Resource Management Series brought to you by Waldorf University.
Yeah.
And so the next webinar is going to be July 21st. And basically that series is going to build on itself. I'm teaching it, and each webinar builds, and you're going to learn more and more and more.
Yep.
And
So that's next week.
next week, July 21st. So we're excited
Little
about that.
Marie.
And that next webinar is LinkedIn Fundamentals and Content Strategy. So I'm going to teach you how to build a strategy, a funnel. I'm going to teach you how to build a funnel and have a bunch of opportunities come funneling your way. That's going to be awesome.
Look at all those people that are getting tagged.
Just
This is
tagging
wonderful.
them. Just tagging them. I
Y'all
love it.
just tag them. They're not gonna get mad and hit you back. Just tag them.
Real quick,
TalentNet.
if we can, oh yeah,
Christine
TalentNet.
Yeah, we got TalentNet.
Pacheco.
That's-
Hey, Christine.
This week.
This
Talent
Friday from
Net
1 to
Live.
5? 1 to
Yes.
6?
Telling that from 1 to 5 down in Austin. But you know what? You can get to Austin real fast on Zoom.
And then
Yeah, well, it's all virtual. Right?
Yeah, it's
all
virtual.
Yeah,
virtual.
I think they're going to have a virtual happy hour then after that, if I know
Speed of
Craig,
light, speed of
right?
light.
Virtual happy hour, Craig.
Yep.
Just planting a seed out there.
Yeah.
You know?
So go to TalentNet. Is it
I
TalentNet?
think it's talentlive.com.
TalentNetLive.com. I think.
Talentlive.com.
We'll put it in the
Google
comments.
it up.
Especially if you're
Google
a
will tell
recruiter
you.
looking, it's a great place. It's another opportunity for you to network.
Yeah, let's talk about this event. So, TalentNet Live is the premier recruiting and HR event. Okay.
It's mostly recruiting.
Good point, Joshua.
Yeah, but here's the deal. So, there's a cost for it. Okay, I do want to let you know there's a cost for it. There is a coupon code. Who you know is there's a coupon code. Who you know when you go check out.
Nice.
It's going to get you a discount off of your ticket. But for job seekers that are out there, what I do want to tell you is this is a recruiting event. Okay, it's going to be a room full of recruiters. Okay, people in the hiring space. These are great people to network with. I advocate for this every year that more and more job seekers need to be there. It does cost money, so I'm sorry to tell you that. But you get a coupon, okay? You get a coupon.
It's 100, 120?
100 and some odd dollars, but go check it out, talentnetlive.com, and type in your coupon, who you know, and it'll...
Tell them Trevor sent you.
Tell them I sent you.
Bentham, can you pronounce the gentleman that you tagged? That'd be interesting to see. If you can, we'll do it next week on HR.
So yeah, TalentNet Live, that's going to be a great event. Can't wait for that. Hey, Holden, can we play the commercial for Linda Grindstaff, please?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is my first LinkedIn video. My name is Linda Grindstaff. I help companies with processes and system implementations. Plus, supporting business users and stakeholders. My passion is problem solving and finding areas of improvement. I look forward to hearing about opportunities within your organization. I am looking to grow my network here and become more active. So please tag any professionals on LinkedIn that you feel I should be connected with. Thank you.
All right, big round of applause.
What was that she had behind her? Was that a Komodo dragon?
I don't know what.
I like that. It's Linda, right?
Yeah.
Linda.
Yeah.
No, it's
Love
a rhino.
Linda.
It's a rhino.
Very real.
I'm looking at the.
You guys, tag Linda if
Oh,
she's
yeah.
not watching. Tag Linda Grindstaff in the comments so that she knows she was,
Talked
just
about.
premiered here on the Who You Know show.
Hey, Steve Madsen.
And if we can
Good
play
afternoon,
also the commercial for Gary Kimlick.
This is my first LinkedIn video. Hi, my name is Gary Klimek. I help companies and sales teams support their customers from the technical side. I enjoy speaking about technology and helping customers use it to solve their solutions. I specialize in hardware and software installations and also in software training and pre-sales software demonstrations. I am an AWS certified cloud practitioner and I'm currently studying for my AWS Solutions Architect Associate certification, as well as a Python machine learning certification. I'm looking to grow my network and be more active on LinkedIn. So please, if there's anybody that you think I should connect with, please tag them in the comments below. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.
That's the way to do it.
That's good.
All right.
He looked at the camera.
Like
he
that?
spoke clearly. No,
Like
he
that?
did it
That's
right.
good?
Yep. He did it right.
All right,
Props to this guy.
I got one more, and then I want the audience to vote. Okay, so
Gary,
I want the
check
audience
out
to cast their
Ericsson's
vote.
website. Gary Clement. Check out Ericsson's website. Just saying, because I just saw your video. Check it out.
So next one, can we play Joe Ryan, please?
Hi everyone, my name is Joe Ryan, and this is my first LinkedIn video. I help companies achieve their goals by hiring the right people. I specialize in talent acquisition solutions that result in better quality hires by enhancing recruiter productivity, providing the tools hiring managers need to make better informed decisions, and using metrics to provide valuable insights to HR leaders and executives. If you know of any talent acquisition leaders, HR leaders, or executives that you think I should be connected to, please feel free to tag them below in the comments section, and I appreciate your time. Thanks and have a great day.
That's how you do it too.
You like that?
That's good.
You like that?
That's a
Good one, Joe. Good
All
one.
right.
Good
so,
explanation of what he did.
So let's do this real quick in the comments. We got video A, which is Linda Grindstaff. Video B, which is Gary Kimlick.
Klimek.
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 Kill me. I can't read. I can't read. Come on, y'all.
He even put it in the comments. Klimek.
You're right, Valerie Brown Jones. That is
Joe
a good video.
or Joe Ryan. Okay, Joe Ryan is the third one. Tag whoever you feel did the best job.
Yeah.
I think they all did amazing.
You know, they really did.
Yeah.
I like Linda's.
Linda's was great.
Yeah.
Linda's was very good. Yeah, so all right, guys, that's awesome. We'll tally those up. We're gonna do something really special for the winner. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Yeah.
one of the things that we talk about this too, but one of the things that I like about these videos is that, and maybe I want to hear Michael's opinion on this, but you know, there's all the fears that we have about what people are going to think about us if they see us, or age discrimination, right? If that's coming into play, or a fear that you have, but like for Linda's, I just want to use that as an example because you see just how nice she is. Like you can already tell just by looking at
She
and
was
watching
very
at that video.
engaging.
Like, man, that's a nice lady,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby boomers and Gen Xers, are you listening? Guys, I am the oldest millennial on this planet.
I'm the second oldest.
Yeah. Me and you both were.
So what do you think, Michael? I mean, like putting yourself putting it out there and getting somebody that non-written, I guess, view of yourself.
So, here's my viewpoint: if you don't put yourself out there, you're never going to know. And who cares if people disagree with you? Who cares if you fail? You failed if you don't try, and you don't put yourself out there.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. Right.
Now, guys, right now is a time that you can really make a difference because you're on the cutting edge, you're on the bleeding edge of a new development. If you take advantage of it right now, maybe it adds value that you don't know anything about.
It will totally add value, but understand that success takes time when you're doing videos and you're putting stuff out there. So don't look at the numbers. I mean, you've heard this. From your coach, Mrs. Shay Rowbottom. Hey, Shay. And by the way, I used your name in a verb. I said, hey, Trevor, I see you've been Shay Rowbottomed.
Shay Rowbottom.
Wow.
I have. I've been Rowbottom.
Yeah,
you've been Rowbottom.
You were Rowbottom long before she even got on the show.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, where I was going with that, if I'm stalling here to remember what I was saying, help me, please, help me, please.
Get out of your comfort zone.
I know that happens to me all the time.
Sage, what?
Using videos, getting yourself.
What did you say?
Putting yourself out there.
We talked about putting yourself out there, but don't worry, don't focus on the numbers, right?
Yeah.
The numbers don't mean anything. The comments don't mean anything. Does it give you a sense of bowing out and feeling pretty proud of yourself? Absolutely, not going to lie about that. But when you're first starting out, Fanny Dunnigan will tell you it takes time.
Yeah.
Shay Rowbottom, Lila Smith, Judy Fox,
Judy
Billy
Fox.
Samoa Saleby. They'll all tell you the same thing, and these are all LinkedIn experts. They will tell you it takes time.
100%. It does take time.
Not overnight.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about fear is that fear breeds the scarcity mentality, right?
Well, you know what it's called.
And
it's called the ego.
Oh, dude, what was that?
That was weak, wasn't it?
Who did?
Mark hit it.
Yeah.
Pow!
Fear breeds that
That was a
scarcity
mic drop,
mentality,
y'all.
right?
Mic drop.
It totally does. And
Das FX, y'all don't know that.
that scarcity mentality is just a huge ruin to somebody's confidence.
Yep.
Just the thought that they're going to be out there, putting themselves out there, like that's what's holding people back. It all runs together. So you got to get over that.
And you know what? Something that happens when you can overcome some of those big fears, like the fear of using video, is huge for most people.
Yeah.
It's like crippling for a lot of people. Fear of using video, right?
Yep.
But when you overcome it, now all of a sudden you go, oh, shoot, I can do just about anything.
Yeah.
Because I just overcame I just got in the water and swam with the sharks.
Right.
And I survived and I came out and I'm alive. I didn't die.
Ask Dan Irvin about that.
What,
Right?
did he get in there with sharks?
No. Ask Dan Irvin about video. He's just been using. He's just
been utilizing the heck out of it.
Yeah.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
You remember 4 years ago, you remember Trevor and how timid he was?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have freaked out if somebody would have asked you when you were timid to talk in front of people to make a video?
Oh, yeah. That's why I started making video, by the way.
Now look at him, y'all.
By the way, okay, so guys, for the audience
Shay
for
Rowbottomed.
the audience that doesn't know my backstory, real quick, huge, crippling, paralyzing fear of
Social
public
anxiety.
speaking, okay? Like terrifying, right?
And that was my fear too before,
And then, what had to happen is I had to get out of my comfort zone. I had to do it repetitively. I had to do it over and over and over. And what started to get me down that road was actually video. I would record video in my car. I would drive around.
Yeah.
And I would do
take
these videos.
abuse from everybody for driving. And
Yeah, everybody would be like, "Why are you not watching the road?" and stuff like that.
But you were watching the road.
Put it in park, y'all. Just saying, put it in park. But I was driving around making videos all day long. But it helped me. It helped me to speak better. And anyway,
the best thing you can do, and you don't have to post it, but just to get comfortable with yourself, just pick up the phone, put it on either a tripod or just put it in front of you up here, and just start recording yourself. You don't have to put it out there.
Yeah.
Take the first step. That's a baby step.
That is
Just
a baby
to-
step,
right?
isn't it? Yeah.
So I have a challenge, and I've done this before, but I'm going to challenge the audience again to do this, okay? So here's the challenge. If you want to get comfortable with video, it's a 30-day challenge, okay? And for 30 days, I want you to take a 1 to 2 minute selfie video, okay? Don't go longer than that. 1 to 2 minutes. Don't watch them. Do not post them, okay? That is the challenge. You're not going to post it. You're not even going to watch it back until the end of the 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, you're going to go through those 30 videos, You're going to watch them. And you're going to start seeing that you're getting better and better and better and better.
You're more comfortable.
And what I want you to do is go pick out your top 3 out of that 30, and that's what you're going to post. And you're just going to post it. You're not going to edit it. You're not going to do anything to it. You're going to go pull 3 out of the 30, and you're going to post it.
Well, I'll tell you, that sounds like a way better challenge than dumping in a bucket of ice on your head.
Yeah, it's 100 degrees outside. Why wouldn't you dump it?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Ellen O'Brien, I know it's hard to believe, but it is very true. 4 years ago, maybe even 3.
What was that?
Ellen said, "No way, Trevor, Tim, no way."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Susan, you too.
Yeah.
I used to be so scared. So whatever you guys need to do.
He would run away, y'all.
I would run. No, I used to tell
Go to the
Mark.
restroom.
All right, we'd be at Frisco Connect, and I would tell Mark, I'd be like, hey, yo, so I'm going to go to the restroom. You got this, right? I'm not kidding. I would lie to Mark.
Yeah, you would.
That's how fear does some crazy things.
Leave me high and dry.
I would be like, yo, I'm going to go to the restroom. And I'd go to the restroom, and I'd just kind of hang out for a while until I thought it was over. And then I would come out, and I'd be like, did you talk, Mark? You good?
I remember when you would talk, you would have everything in notes.
Yep.
And I could see your hand shaking.
He was shaking.
I'd be like,
And me, I'm Mr. Instigator. Here I come.
There you go.
And you know what fear does? And it makes, and Michael will understand what I'm about to say. You know what fear makes us do, guys? It makes us apply for jobs that we know we are not a fit for.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Amen. That's a mic drop.
Is that a mic drop? Are we all going to do it?
Yep.
Yeah, where's your mic drop?
Wow, I got a mic
It's
drop.
Oh, see, hold on, wait.
Synchronized swimming.
We would not do well.
Wow.
We lost.
This show is awful.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I'm having a good time.
First show.
Speak for yourself.
This is actually probably better because people are actually entertained. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we're having a good time. Are y'all having a good time? Are you having a good time in the
Actually,
comments?
people
Are
probably
you
like,
guys
man, I have
enjoying
no
this
idea
show?
where this is
Because
going.
this is Squirrel City.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to it. So, let's go real quick to a commercial break. Can you play the commercial for Waldorf University, please?
University, we are committed to helping you discover a path to success. Our flexible online degree programs give you the freedom you need and deserve. Take the first step and receive 25% off your first course today.
All right, y'all need to go check out Waldorf University. Let's go to the audience real quick. Let's see who we got. We got Demetria. We got, of course, Meg Rose, Bridget. We got Greg Bailey. What's up? Tammy
Gee,
Brooks.
I see you out
We
there.
got Ellen
I haven't seen you in
O'Brien.
forever, G.
We got Christine, is it Pacheco? Hopefully I'm getting that
Christine
right.
Pacheco.
We got G. Hey, G.
We got G.
Gihan, yep.
OG in the house.
G moved down
yeah.
here a couple of years ago, I think
No,
it was G. Have you
year
been
ago.
here a couple- was it a year ago?
From
About a
Detroit.
year ago.
Yeah, I
I
was
saw
talking
somebody.
to G in Detroit.
Kathy Byfield is on. Hey,
Hello,
Kathy.
Kathy Byfield.
Kathy, tell your husband I said, hey.
You're not going to say hey to her?
I said, oh, hey, Kathy, I saw you this morning at HR.
Can't
So,
take
you know,
you.
you got
Can't
dead
take you
already,
out.
so, you know.
All right, here's what we're going to do. So we've got a very special guest, Michael Goldberg, in the house, right? And so Michael is the CEO of Hiring Transformed and has been in the talent acquisition industry for a long, long time. Okay,
Yeah.
this guy knows
Way to
his
age
stuff,
me out.
right? Well,
Yeah,
hey,
it's
He's been
true.
working with Leon
Just saying.
DeLeon way
Close to
back.
30 years. It's long enough.
it's not like we can't go look at your LinkedIn profile
You're a
and
baby.
figure
Right.
it out.
Yeah.
He's just saying he's an expert.
Yeah, you're an
He
expert.
is, he is.
But what I would like to do real quick for our audience, okay, you got a hiring expert over here in the talent acquisition industry. I want you to really plug him with some questions. Let's get your questions, and I want to pull them out of the comments and put them here in front of Michael live and put him on blast. Let's do it.
Do you remember?
You ready?
Yeah, Johnny Carson did Karnak.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
here we go. I'm going to do my first
You gonna
prediction.
do a Karnak?
Recruiters stink.
Oh,
I know what this
That's
is.
old news.
Oh, that's old news. Oh, they're ghosting you still? Gosh.
Wow.
If there are any recruiters listening out there, here's what I want you to do that are working. I want you to get off your you-know-what, and I want you to start calling people back. I am sick and tired of the excuses.
Man.
Oh, but we're overworked and we have less resources. You know what? You have a heart, you have a brain. Reach out to the people who are wanting you, who are wanting to come work for your organization. And I'll say this with all the tough love in my heart, but recruiting has become worse since COVID started. We thought ghosting was bad now. When I talk to my job-seeking clients, half of them just go, why can't recruiters respond to us?
Can
Why
I
can't
jump
HR?
in on that?
You may.
I'm a recruiter, guys. Oh my God, I'm getting beat up. So if we connect with someone and we make them think that we have an interest in them, we've spent a little bit of time with them, guys, they deserve to be called back. I understand we cannot call everybody back. I understand that. But the ones that we have contacted and we've built somewhat of a rapport with, guys, we need to call them people back and let them know something.
Absolutely.
All right, I got a question here for you, Michael.
Yes,
Are
sir.
recruiters annoyed when you try and email the hiring manager directly? Should the recruiter be CC'd?
It depends what the relationship you have with that recruiter.
Good point.
But I would say this, if you're not getting anywhere with the recruiter and you're connected some way to the actual hiring manager, you're able to get down, there's nothing wrong with going straight to the hiring manager. However, if the recruiter has initiated the conversation, let's say you want to maintain that relationship. It's not that the recruiter's going to, well, they could blow you off and just say, sorry, you went around me. But there's nothing wrong with doing that. I would say if you know the person, the hiring manager, reach out to them and just be upfront and honest with the recruiter. Right?
I got something better for you. Not that wasn't good. That was great.
I was gonna say.
Send in the bomb email, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to be your Trojan horse. They're going to forward it to the hiring manager. So you'll get there, I promise. And you'll see it in real time. You'll get every notification as it's happening.
But don't be
Peter
afraid.
Sharrow's got a good
don't be
question,
afraid
yeah.
not to. What's the question?
Peter's got a real good
there
question.
you go. Boom. Can we say that?
What?
Don't be afraid not to?
Huh?
Okay.
Come on,
Mark wasn't even in the show. All right.
Peter Sharrow's got a
You
real
got a question?
good
I was looking for Cheryl's
He's
question.
He's got stage fright.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question here from Dolores. She says,
Peter, we're
how
trying,
can
man.
we, the job searchers, help recruiters to feel better about taking a chance on us if we're changing careers? That's a good one there.
Oh, that's a good
Changing
one. Yeah.
industries, how can we make them feel better about taking a chance on us? Great question, Dolores.
It's a great question, Dolores, and you've stumped me a little bit. I will say this. Build the relationship with the recruiter first. So, right, again, you don't want to go right for the jugular and say, I applied for this position, I want the job. Build the relationship over time with the recruiter, maybe not in the first iteration of you wanting to be a part of that company in a particular job, but over time, let's say you get passed over, what you can do is send articles of interest to the recruiter, send them thank you notes, just check in and say, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing among that, right? And you build that relationship, Dolores. The recruiters are going to remember that.
Yeah,
a good
will.
recruiter will remember that,
They will.
and the good recruiter will respond to you
I
if you
love
show
that.
them the love.
That's all building value and building trust with
Isn't
the
that
recruiter.
what this is all about?
And so what about asking the recruiter, hey, listen, I know it doesn't seem like there's a position for me right now, right? If you've already got that kind of response. What other roles that you have? I have a big old network out here. What other roles do you have that I could bring to my network?
Hello, yes.
It's sharing. It's because
Is that a mic drop?
yeah,
that is. That's
you
a
got-
Foster thing.
you got 113 people watching. Let's say if everyone went to the recruiter with the targeted companies that they know they want to go work for, say, look, I've got 115 people, 113, 114, it keeps going up and down. I got a network I could introduce you to that would solve all of your problems or most of your problems. Meaning,
I got 99
requisitions.
problems, but a job ain't one.
A job ain't one.
All right, we got another question here from Gary.
We got to get Peter Sharrow's question, guys.
Go for it.
Do you recommend the open to work frame on LinkedIn? Some people put O&O, some people got this new little green thing around their picture that says open to network, open for new jobs. What do you think?
It's great for recruiters and how they find you, the hashtag O&O. So if you want to be found, right?
Because it is searchable.
Here's what I will say. Remember, this is a keyword search. So again, recruiters could do hashtag O&O. The other thing, though, is make sure that I wouldn't put it in your headline, and do not put it as a job, like in your experience section. Don't put yourself as seeking new opportunity as a job on LinkedIn. That's not going to help you.
Yeah. Don't put it in your headline. I see that all the time. Seeking new opportunity. Don't put it in your headline. Don't put. The
headline is something that needs to pop. Something
Correct.
that says, okay, yeah, I want to talk to this person.
100%.
Right?
I actually kind of like the green bubble.
I don't mind the green bubble.
It tells me when I'm
it's
I'm
okay.
doing this, I go, oh,
They're
they are
fine.
not. What, and I think what LinkedIn is doing, the reason I got the email, right? It was funny. I got that email and I put it out immediately, and it was like beta, and then everybody else started getting it, which was kind of neat. But what they said in the email was because of COVID, they're trying to figure out who is actively searching.
Yeah. You
Right.
don't have to put in a 2 weeks notice if you guys are ready to go. And with COVID, we're snapping back. The companies want to be able to get somebody in that seat as quickly as they can.
Right. Well, they do, but are there? I think companies are moving a little more slow than
Some are.
That's what
Some
I'm
are.
hearing. That's
Some
what
are
I'm hearing.
jumping out there.
Right.
Well,
Well, your developers and all your IT positions, yeah, they're going to be.
All right, here's a question from Gary Kilmick. Did I say it right, Gary?
Klimek.
Whatever.
Klimek.
Gary, I love you, man. You know I do. All right. He says, I have a question. What can I say to a recruiter who is looking for a purple squirrel?
Wait, stop. So, what? Say the question again.
What can I say to a recruiter who's looking for a purple squirrel?
Who's just looking
Is
for
Gary a
the
purple
perfect
squirrel?
person.
Okay, I got the answer for you, Gary. Check this out.
Gary, you know I can
Say-
answer that easy.
At the end of your interview, you can say, hey, you know what? I appreciate your time, and I learned a lot about the company and all this stuff, and it was great. Appreciate it. Am I the purple squirrel you were looking for?
There you go. Just ask.
Ask.
Say, look, if you're looking for a purple squirrel, you
What
found it,
is
but
that
you better
purple
be able to
squirrel?
back up the fact that you're a purple squirrel.
That means that they're looking for something that you don't have,
Correct.
and so
It's
ask
in their
about what
wish
that
list.
is, and you're a part of the largest job seeker network in America. Hello.
I think it's a great closing question.
That's a good closing question. The other one that I like to give my clients is, hey, we've had a good conversation. I appreciate your time. Is there anything or any questions in your mind that are preventing you from moving me to the next step in the process? Close the deal, man. We're all
Yeah.
salespeople in here. Close that deal.
Yeah, you got to find out what the objections are.
Yeah.
Because
But
they
I
may,
like that
they may
purple
have it
squirrel
in the back of
question,
their
too.
head. They may have that, and they may be like thinking, yeah, actually, there's, you
Yeah.
said this, and I didn't like that.
Right. Now, most of them aren't going to say anything. They're going to kind of keep button-lipped.
Yeah.
But it's a good question because it puts them on the hot seat.
Good question.
And you get them watching squirming. I've asked that question in interviews. It's fun to watch them squirm.
I just tell them, when do I start?
All right.
Melissa Cruz, we got to get you on the show. We'll talk about it.
I like somebody that's. You know what? Shout out to our assistant Hope Mengita
Hope.
because she was aggressive in a good way. Okay.
Uh-huh.
When I was interviewing and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff, and she was and she doesn't even remember it. She doesn't.
What did she do?
She just kept asking, and she was like, hey, so, she was very upfront and just asked me, and I was honestly going to continue to interview, but I liked
But she presents it well.
Yeah, I did. And it wasn't that I was going to keep interviewing. I just was interviewing. I was just interviewing a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I mean, how many interviews? We had a ton of interviews,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And but she just was like, hey, she kept.
You guys made a good hire with her. You
so
nailed it. Y'all
lucky.
nailed it.
Just we love her. Hope,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're watching,
Hi,
we love
Hope.
you right
Hey,
now.
Hope.
I'm just going to tell you. Guys, behind the scenes, Hope Mengita, y'all need to go find her on LinkedIn because behind the scenes, she is the glue that keeps all this together, right?
All the who you know.
Yeah. So
Yep.
big shout out to you, Hope. We love you, and I just was so lucky. I'm blessed that you asked for the job. Thank you for asking for the job.
And
'Cause
there's
you
nothing
got
wrong
it.
with it.
Yep.
What else we got? Keep 'em
Well,
coming.
I actually had a comment on the purple squirrel question, which is another thing that you could ask in the interview if you know that they're looking for somebody who really is the purple squirrel who just, potentially does not exist.
Uh-huh.
You can say, hey, hopefully I've met and I think I've demonstrated that, I've am capable of how many ever percent, maybe 90% of the things that you're asking for. Are there any non-negotiables that I have not addressed for you as per the requirements that you have?
That's
It's-
a
it's-
good
it's another
question.
way
You
to
get
put
down
the
to
la-
the
the
meat of
other
the matter
question.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's another way to ask.
How
it. That's
about
great.
what is not in the job description that you want to see happen in the next 30, 60, 90 days? Is there anything there that's not in the job description?
Mm-hmm. That's kind of like Dolores's comment. She asked how you can better position yourself as competitive candidates based upon potential versus what you've done in the past. So,
Or how about asking this question? How about asking the question of what did you see in my resume that brought me here today? Am I here in front of you? Mm-hmm. What did you see? I got here based off a piece of paper.
That's a good question, Trevor.
Why am I here? What did you see?
And that's the number one. Look.
That's a good question.
So the biggest one, the biggest thing for me when I'm coaching is your piece of paper has to be lined up enough to get you in, or your LinkedIn profile, whatever. It has to be buttoned up, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But one of the things that I have discovered is that people do not prepare for interviews. That includes doing the research. That includes having their list of questions prepared. Mm-hmm. You really should have, using your phone again, you should be role playing as, or have your significant other, spouse, brother, sister, family, mom, dad, whatever. You give them a set of interview questions that you know are going to be on there. You look at the responsibilities and pull out what those questions are going to be. And you have somebody ask you and you film it. If you don't have your story at the ready and you're not prepared to answer and tell it, and I always coach to the STAR methodology, situation, tell me what the situation was, what were the tasks that you have to do to kind of line things up, then what were the actions that you took to make it happen, and then tell me what the results are. But not only have your success stories at the ready, have some stories that didn't go as planned. I guarantee you a question for at least those at a director level and above will be say, tell me about a time you led a project and it really didn't work out in your favor. And that's all they're going to say. You can either go on a 10-minute soliloquy about something, or you can go on, a 3 to 4 minute answer using the STAR methodology.
Yeah, I just don't understand that. Why people would not prepare for an interview, right?
Yeah, now I don't understand.
If you were going to take a test, like let's say, we're in the financial services industry, right, Trevor and I, so we've taken tests and certifications and things like that. Like, there's a lot of studying, right, that has to be done for that. There's a lot of prep. Like, that's the interview. The interview is a test, right? Yeah. You're being tested. And so why wouldn't you prepare for that? I just don't get that.
I don't get it either.
Guys, how can we do that? So the question is, how can we do that? You know what? If the company that you are that you're applying for, do you know what that company does? If you go to that website to check out why that particular job posting that interests you is there, if you know what the company does, you might be able to figure out some things. Do the tying. Yep. Do the tying.
Look at the best feature is look at the news feature. If that's not well populated, study the products. Dig down and hit the products or services, whatever it is in the drop down. Go through every single one. Don't just rely on what the career site is telling you.
If they bought a new product, a new software or something, doesn't it make sense that they would be looking for people that have had experience with that software? Just saying.
This reminds me of the Eminem song "Lose Yourself." Right? You only get one shot.
Eminem the rapper?
Yeah, Eminem the rapper. You only get one shot. Do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Oh, I do like that.
You better lose yourself in the moment you own it. You like it?
I used to play that song before every interview or client meeting that I was going into.
Really?
Ramped me up.
That song gets you pumped up.
What's it called again?
Lose Yourself.
Lose Yourself.
Yeah.
I just know the song. I don't know them.
Y'all need to go check out Eminem's "Lose Yourself." It's actually a very inspirational kind of like gets you pumped up. Like, you got one shot. You better not blow it.
Or you can listen to Hamilton. It's the second song. I am not throwing away my shot.
You guys are telling a whole lot about yourself.
I love history. It's in my LinkedIn profile. I'm
vomit on a sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
Wow.
Okay.
All right,
Trevor. You and me, we're like Trevor DMC.
Yeah, we run DMC. Public enemy.
Why don't we talk about the webinar series that you're doing, right?
That is a great segue.
That is coming
From
up.
Eminem to the webinar series.
The webinar series. Let's talk about the webinar series because we want to make sure that we get that in.
Yeah, we only got 5 minutes. So
it is a series.
Yes.
It is a series.
So here's every Thursday between 9 and 10:30, I'll be doing a weekly webinar now through probably the end of August. And you can, if you DM me on LinkedIn, you can then, I will then send you the information to join the webinar. I am also got a masterclass that is starting, an executive job search masterclass So for those of you at the manager level and above, we're going to go through a variety of things. A lot of the things, how to prepare for interviews, developing your LinkedIn strategy, how to become a subject matter expert, right? Think about all the executives that are out there. A subject matter expert is not the same thing as an executive in a company. That's a false question. That's a false statement right there. But there are so many of these folks that want to become subject matter experts there, but going back to that fear of putting themselves out there. So it's basically the same as my one-on-one services, but this masterclass, which starts July 28th, and will go for a period of about 15 weeks. And I realize that if you find a job within the first 10 weeks, good for you. I want to have people graduating for that. That means that we're all doing well. And it's not going to be me 15 weeks of talking. I'm going to bring in special guests. Probably bring in some of you guys to come on and be guests and talk for the hour to talk about the best ways to network, the best ways to do video, the use of BombBomb.
We're coming up, right?
Yeah. So July 20. Yeah. So, but the webinars are every Thursday from 9 to 10:30 Central. The master's class starts, and if you're interested in hearing more about the master class, just email me at michael@hiringtransform.com. If you don't mind putting that in the comments, or just DM me on LinkedIn, and I'll send you information. 2 other events that I'm doing that are free for job seekers, and there are many people that are on the show that are listening, is we do a virtual happy hour every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So in roughly an hour, we'll be jumping on. So if you want to be a part of that, and it's not just about talent acquisition, it's not just about job seekers. We bring special guests on to talk about certain topics. So tonight I'm going to chop her name up, but Tara Furiani, who used to be a chief people officer for the Alamo Draft House. She is now doing her own thing, and she comes from a mixed race family, and we're going to be talking about just all the different things that are going on in the world and how to be better. And then we have the Job Seeker Hotline show that I do with Anna Morgan, who she's in Atlanta, but you definitely need to have her on the show. # Career BFF. Hey, Anna, all the love to you.
Hey, man, I just need you to connect me. That's it.
That's it. I will connect you.
Just
and
connect me.
So we co-host a show on Thursdays at 4 o'clock Central. That's free. Again, just hit me up an email if you're interested in being a part of the show. Or being a part of those 2 programs.
It's going down in the DM.
It's going down in the
y'all
DM.
Know that? It's going down in the DM. Hit Michael Goldberg up in the DM. Go look him up on LinkedIn. And he's got a lot of stuff going on. The Job Seeker Hotline and all this stuff.
It's all about, right now it's about the job search. Certainly can help you on the talent acquisition and help you do the executive search and you're wiggling my camera. But it's all right. Everybody thought there was an earthquake going on. But basically the goal is to provide you with some help, to help get you to your next job faster, doing the things that we all just talked about for the last hour. And even though we went down rabbit holes, this was a great conversation.
It was good.
And I so appreciate you guys.
That's real talk.
I'm super, super blessed, and I don't say that very often, but I'm super blessed to know the 3 of you and to be connected to you. And I just can't say enough about tuning into the show. The goal should be to double in size and bring more people on to this show. So put the word out there. Tell people about this show.
I love that. So on that note, okay, we only got a few more minutes with you guys. So in the comments, let's do it again. Let's round them up. Go ahead and tag. Think of the one person that you think, man, I really, you know what? I'd like to even, you know what? I just want to chat with this person in the comments.
Have them catch them on the replay.
I just want to chat with them.
Yeah, definitely check out the replays, guy.
Like, who's your friend that you think, like, man, it'd be kind of cool to, like, chat back and forth in the comments, right? Who do you want to see here with you? Like, invite them. Just tag them in the comments.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
You guys know that later on, like tonight, you can go to YouTube and see this show and other shows that we've had.
You guys just, I mean, for 3 years? Is it 3 years now?
This is our 3rd year, yes.
Yeah, we're starting our 3rd year.
You've done so much to that community. So I want the community right now to thank all 3 of these folks. Tag them. You know how to do that, right? The @ symbol, shift 2, type the name, it pops up automatically. I want you to Foster Williams, Mark Elder, Trevor Houston. Tag them.
Shannon Van Nice up in Denver. Tell Oracle.
Tell the Oracle.
We have created
you
a
are not the one.
And tell Oracle about us.
I love the Oracle.
Michael,
that was a great character.
Thank you for coming on. You've been a great part of our network
Yes.
and just a really good friend. So We love what you're doing, the webinars and the series, Hiring Transformed in general. You know, you putting yourself out there, right? You putting yourself out there and taking that ball and running with it. You've got some great, strategies and, just training speakers. I know you're passionate about it. And so are you still doing your video posts?
I'm not doing as many video posts, but look for one tonight, and maybe I'm trying to do 2 or 3 a week again.
Okay.
I was told that when I'm on video, I talk at people, and people, the engagement's not. So I have to be the gentle Mike.
We need to get you.
Hi, everybody.
We need to get you robotomed.
You
need to get robotomed.
I'm being Saley Beed right now. Billy Samoa Saley Bee. If you don't know him, he's a good guy to know.
Really?
Too. He'd be great to have on your show.
Who's that guy?
He is a marketing guy that started with I want to say 2,000 or 3,000 connections and followers. He's up to 20 in a 6-month period.
Wow!
And he's doing it right. And the stuff he puts out is very down to earth.
Bowman, you hear that?
So easy to talk with. So he is he's incredibly giving. Shay is wonderful. I mean, everybody we've talked about.
You guys check out Ira, I-R-A Bowman, B-O-W-M-A-N.
Bowman's a good fella too.
Good fella.
Good fella. Have y'all had him on the show?
A lot of nights, real late nights up. His wife don't let him stay up late no more. She make him go to bed.
Well, just like you. Man. You can't stay up late.
I got nobody tell me go to bed.
Like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna text you.
Do it.
I'm gonna text you and say go to bed.
Just throwing that man under the bus like that.
We love
Ira's
that, Michael.
the man. Project Help You Grow. I love it from its inception.
Well, thanks
it's
everybody.
Grown now.
Yeah, we would love that intro. And guys, if there's anybody that you have engaged with that you think could offer, some great words of wisdom, be a good guest on the show, let us know as well. Make an introduction for us. We're looking for more people to get on the show. We want to keep that schedule full. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's full. We're back up.
Oh, yeah, we're back
up.
But,
all right, so let's give some shout outs. Nancy, what's going on? Nancy, Melissa, Valerie Brown, Greg Bailey,
Bill Grant,
Yolanda Chin,
Melissa
Doug
Cruz.
Eller Brock. We got Kathy Bayfield, Bridget Morokes.
Wow.
I probably messed that up.
You're jacking it up now.
We got Mark Lushington Murray.
Patricia Wood.
Mark, what's up, man?
Hey, Mark is a great guy. Oh,
Look,
and by the way, he has put this out multiple times, and I've mentioned it before, but Mark Lushington Murray is willing to pay it forward. He is searching for a job, but he's also looking to have conversations with people that need help, that need advice. He's got great experience, and he's got a lot to offer as far as words of wisdom. So connect with Mark Lushington Murray.
And you guys link in with us if we're not already linked in. We are power connectors. Sure. We are net weavers. Anything else y'all want to call us? Well, those things aren't true. But
late for dinner?
Yeah, don't call us late. Wow. Do not call me late for barbecue. But you know what, guys? Connect with us. We are more than glad. All 4 of us, more than glad to connect you with relationships that we have.
That's right, because it's been a great show. It's all about who you know
in Texas.
Bye. Bye.